Hey, what's your boys? Everyone's doing today. As for me, unsure. I don't know how to pin how I feel, so just like I don't know, just see what word to use for it. Because today this is a bit more of a less. I don't know what words I'm looking for. It's not scripted as much as my usual videos are, because this is more of a personal thing. I just want to say out into the void, out into the void, Brent. But yeah, because I know with my recent coverage on talking about the graduation of Elaine from Cometa, I'm sure I know some people disagree with me in how I handle things, and hey, we can disagree. Absolutely. I'm sure like, a lot of things I've said people disagree with, regarding a lot of different things. And I guess I want to take this opportunity to talk about how, maybe why I speak the way I do sometimes in certain situations about things. Because I'll say this in case anyone hasn't really noticed. I do know someone within Cometa. If you do a little bit of digging, you can easily find out who it is. But I try not to leverage my connections in one to boost myself, or two, to be a bother to this person. And so that's like I just want to be an observer for Cometa, really, in that sense. But in that admission as well, knowing that person, I know that there are things that they need to consider when they had to do something of the sort for Cometa. Now, I have not tried to really contact them at all in regards to Cometa and all that sort of stuff, because I want to be the observer. I'm privileged with some information from them from some time ago, but ever since they debuted their talents and even the company itself, I've kept my distance. And not that I dislike them or anything. I don't dislike anyone in Cometa, from what I understand. And this person's the same person that I had known. Then they definitely had a hard time making decisions. That's what I feel, again, from knowing who that person is. And in regards to just in general too, not just in Cometa, right? It's really odd and I guess say difficult sometimes to keep some things under wraps. And even like I've been tempted to I've been tempted to just like DM, hey person, Cometa, thingamajigger. Sure, I have been, right? But again, I want to be an observer. That's why. And then there's other things that I know about. And keeping things private. I know this is easier, like knowing some other VTubers like personal life. Oh yeah, well, I try not to reveal those sort of things, again, respecting that sort of stuff, all that. So that's within what I want to do with my channel. If you guys want to, of course, look at those personal life things, those are on your own time. But I've been privileged with what I've done to know what I do. And I'm grateful for the trust that people have in me. This includes, I can't say it. Maybe no, I can't say it. No, it's just about certain events behind certain VTubers or virtual personalities. I'm grateful. If you know who you are, I'm grateful you've talked to me about things. Maybe use me as a place to vent. Appreciate it. I appreciate that you trust me with all this sort of thing. So like, this is where I'm just trying to say, like, hey, it's hard sometimes, and I know it's too personal online, say it's hard to do things, but sometimes it can be, because there's temptation, obviously, to do things here and there. But what do I really gain from revealing some more confidential information? And there's a part of me that, I know I keep talking about Cometa, but like, yeah, there's part of me like, I could just leverage my connections and do all that, but like, I just feel scummy doing that. So that's why I can say for sure, on the side of Cometa's coverage, I feel cold and say, business. Yes, I still understand the fan side of things, but also because of my connections there, I know the not the business, but kind of the business side, kind of the personality behind it, the people behind it, and why maybe they made the decisions they did. But I can't speak for them. Again, I have rarely contacted them, and again, not because I dislike them, just because I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to be a bother. Um, and yeah, this is just something I want to get off my chest. That's why maybe I seem a little bit biased towards Kometa and how I may not be as hard on them as people might have wanted me to be. So yeah, there's that. And I guess just thank you to those of you who have trusted me with information on things. I really appreciate that. I am trusted enough to not say anything or to reveal things unnecessarily because I'm in places I definitely feel like I shouldn't be sometimes. Not yeah, I know that's like imposter syndrome as well. But yeah, I'm in places definitely. I don't know how I got there, and I'm grateful for the trust that people put into me. And I'm just repeating myself now. That is all I really want to say today. Thank you guys for spending your time sitting down with me and just listening to my spouts into the void. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys whenever we actually talk about something more relevant. Boop.